On November 2nd, 2023, the Texas Rangers won the World Series. 5 days later, MLB free agency started. Now, on Feb 26, 2024, 4 days into the start of spring training games and almost a month away from regular season baseball, 12 out of the top 50 free agents remain unsigned, and this includes top names such as Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, and Matt Chapman. If we go back 5 years to the 2019 offseason, the top two players both signed pretty late into the offseason. Manny Machado signed with the Padres in February, and Bryce Harper signed with the Phillies in March. Not only does MLB free agency get boring for fans, it also loses interest in a sport that's fighting with basketball, football, and hockey in North America. In comparison, the NBA free agency starts on July 1st and training camp starts in mid-September. If we look at NBA free agents, all major players end up signing an extension or a new contract with the team in 2 weeks or less. Just yesterday, Cody Bellinger agreed to return to the Cubs on a 3-year, $80 million deal. If we look at the top 3 unsigned free agents, Snell, Chapman, and Montgomery, all of them are represented by the infamous agent Scott Boras. And so was Cody Bellinger. Boras is known for fighting to get his clients the best possible deals. In past years, Boras' clients like Bryce Harper have waited till March in 2019 to get a big payday. All of these players would significantly impact whatever team they sign to. The rumor mill has been going at it for a couple months, but there's been no significant traction. The idea, I think, is players who wait out longer in free agency are trying to get the best deal possible for themselves. In the pitching market, the players of Snell's calibers that have already signed are Aaron Nola and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Snell has been the consensus number 1 pitcher on the market for a while, but has yet to be signed. Remember, this isn't just Snell, but other top pitcher Jordan Montgomery and the top third baseman and Matt Chapman remain unsigned. But by waiting it out, are players actually hurting their market value? It actually turns out the longer a player is a free agent, the more their value plummets. Data collected from 2013 to 2018 shows that players who sign before the new year make 4% better than their projected salary. On the contrary, players who wait past New Year's and sign make 25% worse than their projected salary. If you think about it, it makes sense. The players who are still unsigned are the ones who are losing. They currently have no job for the upcoming season. No matter how good they are, the teams hold the leverage. If the teams want to sign the player, they will at their price point. With baseball front offices getting much more analytical than ever, they know how much they truly value these free agents. The big market powerhouses have few holes nowadays and thus less motivation to spend. With many of these teams already being in the luxury tax, the remaining free agents either have to take a pay cut or not sign at all. Let's take a look at Cody Bellinger's contract. He signed for 3 years and $80 million, meaning he's making an average of nearly $27 million a season. Entering the offseason, Bellinger was predicted to make over $250 million on a much more long-term deal. Although he has the average annual value on this deal, the years are not there. As Bellinger's offseason dragged on, it became apparent that a $250 million plus commitment would not be in the cards. The Cubs will retain Bellinger's services for at least the next couple seasons at a relatively low-cost deal compared to the expectations. It also hurts that, compared to all sports, baseball salaries are the most extreme. The best players like Shohei Ohtani make $700 million over the course of 10 years. That is $250 million more than Patrick Mahomes, who just won back-to-back Super Bowls. The average annual salary of $70 million has yet to be touched in any other Big Four sport. On the contrary, baseball's minimum contracts are lower than other sports. A player on a minimum contract in the MLB makes $720K, compared to other leagues that number is closer to $1 million. In addition, most players who get called up from the minor leagues make near minimum salary for their first 3 big league seasons. With baseball being the only Big Four sport without a salary cap, there tends to be a very small, quote-unquote, middle class of contracts. Lots of players who could be valuable positional depth now go unsigned because teams are in pursuit of these superstars and trying to pay them so much money. Teams with holes in their rosters or pitching are focused on guys like Snell or Jordan Montgomery. As a result, Hyunjin Ryu, a capable major league starter, returned to Korea to pitch with the Hanwha Eagles because he wasn't offered how much he was truly worth. Ryu is only a couple seasons removed from being a Cy Young caliber pitcher. Although he's always had injury issues, I don't think he's bad enough to return to Korea at this age. We've obviously identified the problem at hand, but how would we fix it? The commissioner, Rob Manfred, talked about the idea of a free agency deadline. If implemented, it would be similar to an in-season trade deadline. Teams and players would have a cutoff date in the offseason to finalize any free agency signing. The MLB has already proposed this to the Players Association. However, the players disliked the idea of the deadline and rejected the idea. With the free agency deadline, rosters could be finalized for the most part by the new year. After that point, teams could focus on rounding out their teams through trades. This way, players will be 100% more certain about their future homes, teams can stabilize rosters and make financially wise decisions, and fans can enjoy an offseason that isn't painstakingly long. This period of trades following the new year could also be potentially exciting. I think the step the MLB office should take is show this data about players who wait in free agency trying to get a big payday actually lose value compared to their projected salary. I think this might change the players' opinions on waiting out so long in an offseason that actually hurts them more than it helps them. Thank you guys for watching this video where I broke down MLB's free agency problem and I offered somewhat of a solution on how I think they should fix it. If you guys want more videos like this, please subscribe and hit that like button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye.